Senior JD Falslev is an impact player on special teams and BYU's second leading receiver. He returned a punt for a touchdown Friday night for the second time in his career. He also caught the game-winning touchdown against Utah State last season. We welcome JD back to True Blue. It's good to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
How's school going?
It's great. I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I know you came from class to get here to this interview, which we appreciate. What an interesting night you had last week with a couple of fumbles and an electrifying return, all on punt return duty.
Yeah. It's not a performance that I'm particularly proud about, but at the same time, we came out victorious, and our defense did a great job, even though I put them in two bad positions.
We've seen you fielding punts for some time now. I thought tonight let's take a moment, let you educate everybody on what you're thinking about prior to a kick. Now here's Utah kicking you the football, and you're on the other end of this. Put us in your helmet for a moment.
Well, first I'm just focused on trying to catch the ball, and secondly just get vertical. You can see the guys do a great job of blocking, and then once you get into the open field here, it's just trying to run as fast as you can and not run out of gas before you get to the goal line.
Now this from Friday night.
Yeah, so this one we saw two guys on the outside, and I was hoping our guys would be able to get him pinned. First thing, catch the ball. Second thing, get to the wall. Once I got to the wall, I saw Kyle Van Noy right there, and once you see Kyle, you run as fast as you can.
How much of the field are you looking at as soon as you catch that punt? Is it 5 yards in front of you, or
it's the first color I see. It's the first guy I see. It's a hard thing to be able to know who is who. And some people think you have 10 people running at you. It's more of 20 people running at you because you have no idea who's running which way. You have no idea who's trying to tackle you and who's trying to block for you. So it's all a field thing. You're not trying to look too far downfield, but at the same time, you have to look level to level.
Do you have to be just a little bit crazy to be a punt returner?
Sure. You have to have a screw loose, for sure.
Not a lot of screws, just
hopefully
maybe one
not.
or two,
I hope
right?
I don't have too many screws loose, no.
What do you do in the decision process of, should I fair catch this thing or should I grab it and go?
Well, first and foremost, we'll look at a kicker and see if he kicks it pretty high. If he's a high kicker, we're more apt to fair catching some balls. Our first and foremost goal on special teams is catching the football because it can change field position just by catching the ball and not letting it bounce. But the second thing is if we see cover guys that are fast, cover guys that cover the field very well, we might be more apt to fielding a fair catching a football, I should say. But at the same time, those opportunities come so few and far between. We try to get as many yards as we can.
As you're about to catch a ball and you got guys coming at you, what are they saying? And clean it up if you can before coming in. What is being exchanged from the people coming at you?
To be honest, I don't hear anything.
Nothing.
I just see, it's a feel thing. I don't even see guys. I'm trying to feel them. So maybe after a fair catch or something, they have a few choice words, and sometimes I might have some back for them. But usually they're pretty respectful.
Let's go back to last year. Only touchdown in the game between Utah State and BYU was yours just before halftime. Yeah. It proved to be the game winner. You're getting ready to go against the Aggies again, back near your hometown of Smithfield, Utah. What's this game mean to you?
It means a lot. To say that it doesn't mean more than any other game would be false. It means a lot to be able to go home and play in front of so many fans that saw me grow up, so many fans that had such an impact on my life, on helping me become the person who I am today. To say it doesn't mean as much would be false, but at the same time I have to treat it as another football game. I have to prepare the same way I do every week. But it means a lot to play in front of my family and friends that don't get to see me play very often.
And in games like this, special teams mean everything.
Sure. Because Utah State's a great team. They have a great defense. They have great coaching. They have great athletes. I have a lot of friends on the team, and they're always ready. We've seen it time and time again, and these last few years they've come out and played very well against us. But we feel capable of beating them. We feel capable of playing to the best of our abilities and being accountable to each other. And we'll go in and it'll be a dogfight like it is every single year.
Some of the stats from special teams there. One other thing we saw Friday night was the development of the passing game a little bit more. Taysom felt a little more comfortable in the pocket. You threw on more first and second downs than third downs. With the development of Taysom and the receiving core, how important was Friday night, and what do you do between today and this Friday to be ready?
We have to continue to just try to make all of our plays count. We have to catch a ball that's thrown to us. We have to block and be sound in our blocking assignments. whether that's our offensive linemen, our tight ends, or our running backs. They're all key into our blocking. And so we have to just continue to do what we do to execute our assignment and just mow our grass. Sometimes we get outside of our assignment and try to do too much and press, and that gets us in trouble. And so we've seen that this year. And so if we take a step back and just do our job, we should be just fine.
JD, thank you.